আসসালামু আলাইকুম and very good evening. যুক্তরাজ্যের সহ পৃথিবীর যে যেখানে বসে এনটিভি ইউরোপের রেগুলার প্রোগ্রাম কমিউনিটি ম্যাটার্স দেখছেন আপনাদের সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা সহ স্বাগতম। বরাবরের মতো আজকেও আপনাদের সাথে আছি আমি আদনান পাভেল। আপনারা যারা রেগুলারলি এই প্রোগ্রাম দেখেন আপনারা জানেন যে কমিউনিটি ম্যাটার্স আপনাদের অনুষ্ঠান, আপনাদের নিয়ে অনুষ্ঠান। এই প্রোগ্রামে আমরা সবসময় চেষ্টা করি এমন সব টপিকে কথা বলতে যা কিনা ব্রিটিশ বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটির উপর বা বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটির উপর প্রভাব ফেলছে বা অদূর ভবিষ্যতে প্রভাব ফেলতে পারে, এবং অলসো দ্য সেম টাইম ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোনো ইভেন্ট নিয়েও কিন্তু আমরা কথা বলে থাকি এই অনুষ্ঠানে। তো আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো, আপনারা জানেন যে আগামী মাসের 14 তারিখ অনুষ্ঠিত হতে যাচ্ছে বৈশাখী মেলা টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসের ওয়েভার্স ফিল্ডে। তো বৈশাখী মেলা 2017 নিয়ে আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো। আমরা আজকে বাংলা ইংলিশ দুইটা মিলিয়ে কথা বলবো বিকজ অফ আওয়ার অডিয়েন্স and because of our guest. So today I'm very delighted to be accompanied by Mayor John Biggs, Executive Mayor of Tower Hamlets. John, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Today we are talking about Pohela Boishakhi Mela 2017, which is going to take place on 14th of May. At Weavers Field, which is very close to Whitechapel and Bethnal Green. So we will listen your message for the people, those who are living in Tower Hamlets, and preparation from council as well. So thank you once again for being with us today. On my left hand side, amar sathe upasthit achen janab Dewan Soyed Abdur Rob, founder and managing director of Eastern Logistics. Thank you very much, Dewan Soyed Abdur Rob আমাদের সাথে আজকে জয়েন করার জন্য। If it is okay if I call you Rob bhai.
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us today.
And thank you for inviting me. I'm very honored and humbled.
Thank you very much. আমরা আজকে কথা বলবো বৈশাখী মেলা 2017 নিয়ে। তো আমরা বাংলা ইংলিশ দুইটা মিলিয়ে কথা বলবো। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আপনারা কল করতে পারবেন, স্ক্রিনের নিচে যে ফোন নাম্বারটি আছে তাতে ফোন করে আপনারা আপনাদের মতামত এবং আপনাদের কোনো অপিনিয়ন থাকলে রাখতে পারবেন। বাট আমরা আজকে রাজনীতি নিয়ে কোনো কথা বলছি না, আমরা টোটালি আজকে কথা বলছি বৈশাখী মেলা 2017 নিয়ে, যা কিনা আগামী মাসের 14 তারিখ অনুষ্ঠিত হতে যাচ্ছে ওয়েভার্স ফিল্ড, which is very close to Whitechapel and Bethnal Green. তো আপনাদের যদি কোনো অভিমত থাকে, কোনো অপিনিয়ন থাকে মেলা সম্পর্কিত, আমাদেরকে জানাতে পারবেন। কিন্তু আমরা কোনো রাজনৈতিক কথা আজকে বলবো না। We are trying to avoid politics totally today. So Mayor John Biggs, if I start with you, so how excited you are about this Boishakhi Mela?
Well, this would be my second Mela as mayor, and I've been to many more before that. And it's a very important part of our cultural year in Tower Hamlets. It's about celebrating the identity and culture of our British Bangladeshi community.
Absolutely.
So it's a sort of crossover event because it's got bits of Bangladesh and bits of British Bengali culture, and it's a good family event. So yeah, it's an important part of our year. We have two big events. One is the fireworks in the autumn in Victoria Park, which is a big loud bang, and the other is the Mela in the heart of the community in Weavers Fields. And last year was a good success. I'm hoping this year will be as well.
Thank you very much. And NTV is the broadcasting partner for Mela, so we are very happy to be with the council in this particular event, celebrating the diversity and the cultural significance of this particular event. So are you performing? Are you doing anything exceptional, apart the fact that you'll be giving a speech?
I'll be giving a very short speech because I think people don't come to the Mela to listen to a speech. But just to make life complicated, because the Mela is taking place during a general election period, we have to have even less risk of politics than usual. So we can't have MPs, we can't have candidates. Just me, I'm not a candidate, I'm just there as the mayor. So yeah, I want to welcome people, and I want to celebrate the fact that the Mela in Tower Hamlets is an important event for the British Bangladeshi community, where we celebrate our strengths.
So apart the fact that you're giving a speech, you're not performing, you're not
I wish I was, yeah, but I don't have any musical talent. It missed a generation with me.
Well, have you tried?
Yeah, I did. My mum was a very good musician. My daughter's not bad, but it skipped a generation with me, so I'm not even going to try.
Do you feel guilty?
But I will go on the procession though. So the procession starts at 11 o'clock, just at Allen Gardens and down Brick Lane, and then up Valence Road into Weavers Fields, and that's where we officially start the event at about midday on the 14th. So
are you planning to give it a go this time?
Give what a go?
I mean, your music to find out whether
I'm not a musician. I think it would hurt people's ears if I tried to. So I'm not going to do that. So what I want to do is celebrate the other musicians we have here. And,
Okay.
I don't have I've got a mug sheet here which tells us we've got some good acts. We've got
Yes,
Miles,
yes.
we've got Rinku. So
Miles.
Miles is a
very popular.
celebrated group from Bangladesh, and Rinku are more of a sort of folky
Yes.
tradition from Bangladesh. We
So you
also
got a
have,
good mixture.
and then we have some UK Bangla talent as well. We have
Yes.
Bollyflex, who were there last year, who were sort of dancers, performers, and one or two others as well.
So it's a good combination of
Should be a good
culture.
combination, yeah. And we have also at the event there are stalls, obviously, for people to buy and experience things. There's a family area as well, and there's some celebration of sports as well. So it's a good family event. That's what we want the emphasis to be. We think that in the past the Mela became maybe a bit too commercial, a bit too wild, and it went on rather later in the evening. So it's going to finish at 7 o'clock. It'll be a good afternoon of fun and entertainment. Hopefully the weather will be good.
And it's taking place on 14th of May, which is a Sunday at Weaver's
At Weaver's Field. Yep.
At Weaver's Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. But, yeah.
And so many people claim that this is one of the biggest gathering of Bangladeshi people outside of Bangladesh. What do you think of it? Do you agree with this fact? Or?
Well, the first answer is I don't know, because there may be bigger ones we don't know about. But after all, London and the East End of London is the centre of the European Bangladeshi community, which is, I think, outside of the Middle East, is the largest Bangladeshi population outside of Bangladesh. So so I guess that's probably right.
Yeah, thank you very much, John. We'll talk more about the preparation from the council. But if I ask you, Janab Dewan Syed Abdul Rob, or if I can call you Rob Bhai, আপনি কি মনে করেন আপনার মেলা 14 তারিখ হতে যাচ্ছে আগামী মাসের 14 তারিখ ওয়েভার্স ফিল্ডে মেলা হতে যাচ্ছে কাউন্সিল ইজ অর্গানাইজড বাই কাউন্সিল এনটিভি ব্রডকাস্টিং পার্টনার তো হাউ এক্সাইটেড ইউ আর অ্যাজ এ লোকাল রেসিডেন্ট অ্যান্ড অ্যাজ এ লোকাল বিজনেসম্যান ইউ আর founder and managing director of Eastern Logistics, so how excited you are about this particular event?
First of all, I would like to thank NTV joining partner with council and for the exciting, for the tremendous and significant cultural event of our community, and I'm very humble and honored to be sharing the panel with Mayor John Biggs today. Boishakhi Mela, if you go back where it's happening for last few hundred years, and it's a very part and parcel of our
very
identity of our culture and of our life, and it's not started from the elite few, it started from the mass of our country. I remember I used to go to Boishakhi Melas when I was very little, and we would be cleaning the house, preparing special food and wearing clothes. And when we are in London, we used to miss all this, and Boishakhi Mela has brought all this back, that flavor back. Not only that, we used to not do possessions in Bangladesh, but we do it here. That's an very good thing, and this
something
is extra bonus. And this is where we kind of shout, we kind of tell everyone that look, we are united, we are together, and there is. Working together,
community cohesion
and bondage beyond religion, beyond regional, beyond politics. We are all together. We are holding our hands together, and we are together, united and one. And when it goes to Weaversfield, I should thank Mr. Mayor bringing the Mela back to where it belongs, Weaversfield,
yes.
2 years ago.
And we had some unhappiness about that, because people said there might be problems with antisocial behaviour, but we wanted to try last year to bring it back to the Weaverfield area in the heart of the community, because Victoria Park's a very big park, but it's not the heart of the Bangladeshi community, and it worked okay last year, so people need to learn from that, and we need to have a good event this year. But I'm robbed by as being more political than I am, and I think the celebration of cohesion and the fact that in the East End of London we've been on quite a long journey in which the British Bangladeshi community has found greater confidence and a sense of place here. I mean, when I started off, things were very different from that. So the fact that we have a Mela now and it celebrates that community, but other parts of the East End can reach into it, is very important as well.
Definitely. So you think, particularly from council, we do have a phone call. We'll take a phone call and then we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum caller, আপনার পরিচয় দিয়ে দয়া করে আপনার প্রশ্নটি করুন।
আমি লন্ডন থেকে বলছি, আমার নাম সায়েম।
জি,
আমরা খুবই খুশি যে আমরা এই বছর আবারও আমাদের বৈশাখী মেলা নতুন রূপ দেখতে পাচ্ছি। ওয়েভারফিল্ড আমরা খুব খুশি। তো আপনাদের যে গেস্ট রয়েছেন আমাদের কাউন্সিলর মেয়র, তার কাছে আমার একটা প্রশ্ন থাকবে যে মেলা কি সবসময় এখন কি ওয়েভার্স ফিল্ডই হবে না চেঞ্জ হয়ে আবার ভিক্টোরিয়া পার্কে যাওয়ার কোনো সুযোগ রয়েছে? আর এইবার বৈশাখী মেলায় কি কি থাকছে আসলে সবকিছু আমরা এখন আসলে জানতে পারছি না, কারা কোন শিল্পীরা আসছে, কি কি প্রোগ্রাম হচ্ছে।
তো আপনি জানতে চাচ্ছেন যে এটা কি আবার ভিক্টোরিয়া ফিল্ডে ফেরত যাবে কিনা, এবং অলসো দ্য সেম টাইম
আর এই বৈশাখী মেলায় এই বছর নতুনত্ব কি কি থাকছে এবং কোন শিল্পীরা আসছে এসব বিষয়ে আমরা আসলে এখনো পর্যন্ত ক্লিয়ার না, মানে কোন কোন সঙ্গীত শিল্পীরা আসছেন বা কি কি অ্যাক্টিভিটিস হচ্ছে এবারে বৈশাখী মেলায়।
তো আপনি ইনফরমেশন গুলো জানতে চাচ্ছেন, তাই তো?
বৈশাখী মেলাটা কি আসলে কাউন্সিলই করবে নাকি অন্য কারো দ্বারা আবার পরিচালিত হবে?
ওকে ওকে, আপনাকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আপনি নিজে জয়েন করছেন তো এবার বৈশাখী মেলায়, আপনি আসছেন তো?
অবশ্যই অবশ্যই, আমরা সব পরিবারে জয়েন করব।
আপনাকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ। I'll ask this particular question to Mayor, and hopefully you'll get an answer. Keep watching NTV. So what the question this gentleman was asking, he was asking that whether is there any possibility that in near future Mela will come back to Victoria Park. It was his number one question. Number two is they want to know, they want to know more information about Mela, who is performing, who is doing what.
Okay.
And number three is nowadays council organized Mela. Previously there was a committee. Is there any possibility in near future that organizing Mela, that particular responsibility will go back to that community or that particular committee, or council will keep doing that? So three questions for you.
Fine. So number one, Victoria Park. So we moved the Mela from Victoria Park to Weavers Fields because there were some people who disagree with this, but a lot of people wanted us to go back into the heart of the community. And we knew that there were anxieties about antisocial behaviour, about having a lot of people in a more built-up area. And so we wanted to evaluate how it worked. And if there was a problem, we would think about that again. But it worked okay last year. We'll obviously review every occasion and we'll check it's okay.
So you have done enough from council?
We think it's we have good stewarding. We have extra security in place. It finishes at 7 o'clock in the evening, so it doesn't run late into the night. And we want it to have a strong family focus, which it did last year. So it's about celebrating culture. It's not about boozing or wild behaviour. It's about people celebrating and enjoying the music.
Council has done enough risk analysis before?
I believe so, yes.
Decision.
I believe so.
Okay.
And we work, with the police, we work with security, and we think it will work okay.
Okay, so there is less possibility to go back to Victoria Park?
Well, we could. I mean, last year there would have been a problem because there was another event the next weekend in Victoria Park.
Okay.
And it depends partly on the weather, because an event like the Mela, if the weather's wet, will cause some damage to the grass and so on, and it has to be restored. I sat through loads of exciting meetings about this, and I think we can make it work in Weavers Fields. Let's see. Second question then is about the content, and to get this right, I'll read out my crib list, which is we got a number of. So it starts with the procession, which is 11 o'clock from Buxton Street, which is just by Allen Gardens, just off Brick Lane. The procession goes down Brick Lane, along Old Montague Street, up Valence Road, into Weavers Fields, and then when it enters Weavers Fields, that's when the Mela itself officially starts in Weavers Fields. So from midday onwards till 7 o'clock, there'll be performances. Not many speeches because people don't come to listen to boring politicians, yeah. And there'll be lots of stalls where you can enjoy the food and other things, Mendy and there'll be play facilities for kids, and like I said, there's a family area where you can do other stuff as well, which was quite popular last year. And there will be, I think there'll be a fun fair in the corner as well. We usually have one of those.
So from 11 till 7 o'clock, the procession will start initially at 11 o'clock from Brick Lane, and this will go to Weaversfield, where officially the Mela will start, and there will be variety of cultural events, and there will be some performance from Bangladesh, some local performers, and there will be stalls for food and entertainment as well.
Yeah, and the people who organise it, there's a committee based in the local community, and there are professional event organisers as well. So they think about what is the best order of doing stuff. So you normally have the big performers towards the end. The big performers are a group called Miles, and as I said, another group called Rinku. But there's others. So there's Bollyflex. There's Himanshu Goswami, and Guri Chowdhury, who is, I think, also and they're UK-based performers, and there's a mystery guest as well, who is so mysterious that I don't know who it is either. Yeah. So there'll be other stuff going on through the day. So it should be good and entertaining fun, and really appreciate the partnership with NTV as well, because that means a wider bunch of people can enjoy the event.
Definitely, people would be able to watch it live on NTV. Even if they are not able to come to Mela physically, they will be able to watch the whole event online.
Yeah, indeed. So and then the third question, and indeed, so really appreciate that, and people need to tune in. Don't even get out of bed. Watch it on TV all day if you want to. So your third question.
In case if the weather is bad.
In case, well, obviously
we need to have some.
If it's snowing, it may not happen. But apart from that, we should be okay. So let's hope we have good weather. And then the third question was about
whether previously this Mela was
who organised
by a committee.
Well, okay, we had a little bit of a problem last year, and I intended to go with our previous organiser, but there were reasons. Involving lawyers and the commissioners sent into our borough, why that didn't go ahead, so we had to bring it in-house and organise it ourselves. We agreed last year that we would do it this year and next year in-house, and after that we will review how it goes. Next year will be just after the election. To be totally correct about this, I should mention one other thing then, which is that the Boishakhi Mela should obviously be to celebrate the Bengali New Year, and it always takes place sometime after the New Year. So it's not
because
quite
of the weather and
because of the weather, because of when we can fit it in, and next year because of the election. So it will take place after the election next year. So whoever the mayor is will be able to make a speech then.
Okay. But you're planning to keep it with the council.
Plan to keep it with the council this year. It is, and next year as well. And then after that, we will review who organises it, and we'll see whether we can make it work. I mean, we've looked at what's happened with the Notting Hill Carnival, where there is a trust, which is community-based, and if we can get enough people to agree with each other. Then we can think about having a community-based organisation for the Mela. One of the problems, both with the Notting Hill Carnival and with events in the East End, is that sometimes people feel very passionate and they can't quite agree with each other, and it gets and so it has made some sense for the next 2 years to keep it in-house, and then we'll suck it a
Thank you very much, John. I do have another phone call. I'll come back to you guys once we finish that conversation. Assalamu alaikum caller, আপনার পরিচয় দিয়ে দয়া করে আপনার প্রশ্নটি করুন।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আসসালামু আলাইকুম আদনান পাগল ভাই, আমি আরিফ লন্ডন থেকে বলছি।
আরিফ ভাই ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম, আপনার প্রশ্নটি করুন।
জি, আমি প্রথমে যেটা করতে চাচ্ছি যে টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসকে আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। প্রতি বছরের এই বছরও তারা বৈশাখী মেলা, বাঙালি প্রাণের মেলাকে প্রাণের মেলাটির আয়োজন করার জন্য। আর দ্বিতীয় যেটা হলো যে এনটিভি এই প্রাণের মেলাটাকে আমাদের বাঙালি কমিউনিটি সবার মাঝে যেভাবে ইনফরমেশন গুলি স্প্রেড আউট করতেছে, যে সবাই যাতে মেলাতে যেতে পারে, সবাই যাতে মেলা সম্পর্কে, বাঙালি প্রাণের এই মেলা সম্পর্কে জানতে পারে, তারা যেভাবে ইনফরমেশন গুলি সবার কাছে সত্যিকার অর্থে চমৎকার ভাবে সবার কাছে পৌঁছে দিচ্ছে, সেজন্য এনটিভি কে আমার অন্তঃস্থল থেকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি।
এবং থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
জি,
thank you.
So, okay, assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much for your call. So he was congratulating council and also at the same time NTV for hosting this big event, and he's very grateful to council for celebrating the diversity. And he is also thanking NTV for giving enough information to people regarding this party.
It's always good to have a friendly caller.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't mind the less friendly ones, but let's see. Okay.
Thank you very much. We need to go for a quick break. Once we come back, we'll talk in more detail about Mela and your particularly how passionate and how excited you guys are, and the preparation from council as well. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আপনারা আজকে দেখছেন এনটিভি ইউরোপের রেগুলার প্রোগ্রাম কমিউনিটি ম্যাটার্সে। আমরা আজকে কথা বলছি বৈশাখী মেলা 2017 নিয়ে। আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন, আমরা যাবো একটা বিরতিতে।